Hey everybody!
Hello, here we are.
Yeah, here we are again. So this is the topic that I think we should have done earlier and we didn't, just as a preventive measure.
Well, yes, but we have more data now.
Yes, we do have more data now.
More data. Data is good. I'm a believer in data.
So anyway, just so you know, this one is about the survival of couples during a pandemic, because it is not easy, no matter what kind of couple you are, to survive when everybody is stuck at home.
Yeah, when you're social isolating, like we're doing, and it looks like maybe we might be doing it for a year.
Yeah, maybe
total.
longer.
Maybe longer.
Yeah.
Unlikely it'll be before then. Even if they find a vaccine, it'll take forever to get it out. Blah
Unlikely.
blah blah.
Yeah.
So so we're it's the long haul, and how do you do the long haul and keep the relationship intact and stay sane and all those important things.
Exactly.
So here we are.
Yeah. So one of the things that we have done is make sure that we have our separate spaces.
That's true. That's true.
So even if it's just a closet, I know some of you are in smaller apartments or homes, whatever, then you want to use a closet, or you close the door to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's kind of yours for 15 minutes.
Or maybe the balcony is yours on Mondays,
Right.
Wednesdays, and Fridays.
And you don't have to self-isolate for long. Usually it takes 10 to 15 minutes.
Or an hour. Just depends on the
Is that a
day.
comment you're
No, it
making?
depends on the day. Days are different.
Yeah. And then you can come out and you'll be refreshed and what have you.
So we each have, we're lucky. We each have our own offices here.
We're lucky that we have this size of house.
And
yes.
yeah, and we have a great outdoor space.
Right.
That you have your outdoor space that I only asked to be allowed
To invade.
to show up.
John believes in invading all spaces
Well,
everywhere.
but I ask. The ones I'm careful. So and we have the areas we control. Like I control the
Right,
garage,
right.
which used to be the Port Authority, and we'll get into that in a minute because that's all changed.
Yeah, that's all
'Cause
changed.
Everything's changed.
Exactly. So then as a couple, the other piece is that you will be driven crazy by things you weren't driven crazy about before.
Little
I
things.
mean, well, they become not so little is the point. Because you've been in this for a long time now and have not been out for the most part, or if you have been out, it's been in very structured ways. So part of what you need to do is to look to see what is it that's really annoying you and have that conversation overtly.
Yeah.
And for me, it is definitely the fact that he does not, when he takes things out of the microwave early, does not then push cancel, and so then I look over to see what time it is, and it's 12:25.
Or if I'm
at 1 o'clock
defrosting
in
a
the
chicken,
afternoon.
it's 25:43.
Right, 25:43. Yeah, that's army time.
I'm really bad at it.
Yeah, he's very bad at that, and I've gone over this several times with him, but it doesn't seem to.
Yes, re-education has failed
sink
so
in.
far.
Yeah.
I need to have a camp of some sort.
But those are the things you need to start talking about. As soon as you get irritated by them the first time, you need to start talking about them to each other so that you can make the changes that need to be made then, rather than having it devolve into a huge, huge thing between the two of you.
Yeah, let me go over my list along for here. I just have a few notes. No, I don't have anything right now.
But you will.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
I'll think of something. Yeah, mostly I have annoying little habits. I know I do. So anyway, the other thing that I thought of is, in the beginning it was chaotic, right?
Very.
All the rules are gone. Suddenly we're not going to the office anymore. We're not doing things we don't know.
Right.
How do we get packages mailed out? So we have to send things to our distributors.
We had to figure that out.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It's very chaotic in the beginning. And now, because all your old routines were gone, and
Right.
now what we've done is, to a great extent, replace them with new routines.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk about routines versus ruts. You don't get in a rut, but you want to have a routine. So we go to services almost every Friday night,
At
virtually.
our temple, yeah, virtually every Friday night with our temple, yes.
And it has tremendous advantages because you can have an ongoing commentary and no one knows what you're saying.
The rabbi speech is no longer really the rabbi speech.
We vote on comments that people are making. And so anyway, but it's been great. Truth, all kidding aside, it
No,
has
it's
been
been
good
wonderful, yeah.
and grounding
Yeah.
and wonderful. And who on earth ever wants to dress up and go to temple anymore?
Really?
When you can just turn
I
on the thing and boom,
Yeah.
and when you're done, and you're right there
Yeah,
in your house, ready
exactly.
to go to the next Netflix show.
Or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
So I thought that was a good one. The other one is I think exercise routines are really important.
Right.
But we don't do the same.
No.
We frequently walk together.
Yes, we
But
will walk together.
you have a curves exercise routine.
Yeah, I
that
have a
you do,
curves at home exercise routine that I
which
do.
I found very strenuous
It's
actually.
very strenuous. I'm very, very happy with it.
And I have replaced my weightlifting with TRX.
Right.
And I bought the TRX a long time ago for traveling. Ha ha ha! I don't travel anymore.
Now he's doing it here.
I'm doing it here in the house, and it's also very strenuous. And
Yes.
Bonnie Knott showed me a routine that I can't do because she's younger and stronger than I am. But I have my own little routine, and it really. But all kidding aside, you got to be able to mix it up. If you're trying to do the exact same exercise every day, it'll
Yeah,
make
it
you a
doesn't
little
work.
nutty.
Well, it also hurt your body if you're our
Yeah,
age.
that's true.
But
That's true.
so the comment that you made was routines, not ruts.
Routine's not ruts. So you want a routine, but don't get stuck in a rut. And
Right.
food's another one. So we now have, because Instacart has become so effective here in California.
And from what I hear in New Jersey, my cousin is telling me
Okay.
New Jersey it's pretty good.
We're on a
and-
2-hour delivery time. So
Yeah,
you've got
it's
something you
amazing.
need, 2 hours later you can have it, which is about how long it used to take me if I was actually driving
To
there.
go to the store.
Today we had
Yeah.
lost in the store for too long. Anyway, but you got to shake up your food routine too. It's real easy to get, it's kind of, you get your 5 meals, you keep doing them over and over
Right.
again. And you're doing a good job of checking with Omaha Steaks and whatever they're doing new.
Right.
So you got some new flounder
I
things
have
coming.
them contacting me when something is coming in that's new
Yeah.
or it's been there before but we haven't been able to order it.
Right. So you got to have fun with all that. So I think those are really important. We have on the weekends we have Chez Johnnys, which is me cooking a brunch. And we don't turn on the TV. We turn on music and kind of act
Right.
like we're out to dinner. And I used to have flowers and stuff, but we don't have anything blooming currently that I can bring in besides
No.
my neighbor's bougainvillea. I'm sure he would not be happy about that. So the other thing that I thought was important that I saw today was it really is possible to burn out at home.
Yes.
And around work. A lot of the people we talk to now are actually working
Yes.
totally more hours than they were working before.
Well, and women in particular, the statistics that are just coming out about women during the pandemic are very, very bad. So women are, I think it was, they're depressed 100 and some percent more.
83% increase
83% more.
in depression.
And
clinical depression.
50-something% increase in anxiety.
That's a lot.
Well, if you have to make dinner, make lunch, make breakfast for everybody in the household,
Right.
and then make sure that your kids are being homeschooled appropriately,
Right.
and also then go to work 8 hours a day.
And there's that constant threat of uncertainty that's
Yeah.
always pecking at you.
Yeah.
Always like, oh, we're going to have school, we're not going to have school. And every day, all the people who, we don't have kids at school age, obviously, but all the people who have that every day talk about, well, now they said this, and now
Yeah.
they said that, and we don't know.
It changes every day, and every state is different.
Yeah.
So in Ohio, they're opening up schools again, regardless of what's happening with the virus. And in California, they pretty much said that it will be, we will be starting out completely the next school year in virtual learning.
Yeah, virtual learning.
End of story. And so they've actually, the governor has done something really, really good. He's given parents certainty. The lack of certainty is what really creates the anxiety.
They may hate the decision, but they know what it is.
And they know what it is, and they know that that's what's going to happen, and so you can plan around that.
Yeah.
You can plan around virtual school.
And you have someone to hate now.
And now
If
you have
don't
somebody
like the
to hate,
decision,
right, exactly.
You can
You don't
hate
like the
our
decision.
governor
Yeah, exactly.
for him saying no school. And I think
Right.
every school district has their own kind of some latitude, but basically it's shut down.
Right.
And,
Right.
and that's, well, I happen to agree with them on this one.
And then the other, did you have more recommendations?
No,
The other
no.
recommendation is that you both get outside.
Oh, yeah.
As much as possibly safely.
We can actually, there's a moment where we can tell we're getting stale, like we need to go for a ride. That's our main thing is we go for rides.
Air me out.
That's what we call it, airing out Susan, and not driving Miss Susan, it's airing Miss Susan. And we found some areas
Right.
literally within 5 miles
That
of
we
our
had
house.
no idea
We had no idea
existed.
existed.
No.
There is this absolutely spectacular area just to the south of here, toward
Right.
toward the water,
Right.
that has all these beautiful ranches, and
Right.
we kind of go drive by there, or Lake Sherwood, and there's a bunch of cool things. But just getting out
Yeah, it makes you feel
and
better.
go someplace different.
Yeah.
And we don't get out of the car.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
do not get out of
We're
the
not
car.
running around in crowds. We don't do that.
No.
And so when you've made a decision of this is what safe looks like, you figure out how to be creative within that.
Within that, exactly.
Yeah.
And every couple has to make that decision.
Yeah.
If you're disagreeing on what's safe, then you need to have conversations about why it is you don't feel that's safe or why you feel it is safe.
Interesting, in the article you
Mm-hmm.
handed out on that, they said if it gets too heated, write down
Right.
separate corners.
Write it down.
Write down what you agree on. Like, I agree that we need this, I agree we need, and start from what you agree on.
Right.
And rather than what you don't agree on. And there's probably the first 10 items you agree on.
Right.
You want the kids to be safe, you want them to learn, blah, blah, blah. And then you can get to the parts where you don't agree.
Right.
I thought that was a good suggestion.
It was a good suggestion. Oh, it's always good to take it out of your head and put it on paper.
Yeah, yeah.
And as a couple also. And do that without the kids. So if you have
Yeah,
kids at home, you
especially
need to do
young
that as a
kids.
couple without the kids so that you can discuss what is actually safe and what is not safe and why you feel that way.
And then if they have some area of freedom that they can vote on,
Right.
you don't give them the world. You give them, okay, do you want to do geography on Mondays or Fridays,
Right.
kind of thing, or what order do you want to do things in? Things that you can safely do without causing chaos.
Well, and they need to have some, as we said in the video before this one, they need to have some say in what's
Yes.
going on.
They
So
need-
they feel like they're in control.
They need to be involved, but the choice is not, I don't want to go to school at
Right,
all.
and then for those of you who are having trouble getting your spouse, whether that's male or female,
Yes.
to do the
Partner.
kitchen work or the cooking or whatever, so that you have a little bit less on your plate, you need to actually make them actually look at how long a period of time that is for you, and that you need at least 2 hours a day from them to offset whatever it is for you.
Yeah.
And there may be some teaching involved. There may be
Yeah,
some,
oh yes, oh
some
yes.
chef training involved.
Yes, I'm frequently the sous chef, or she is the head chef. So I do food prep. I chop things. Sometimes I make the complete dinner too.
You've been really
I do.
good.
I've actually
Yeah.
enjoyed it, and I've never got like food prep. You always
Right.
see it on these cooking shows, food prep. Like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, you got to chop all this shit so it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
the,
good.
and the other thing that John has figured out that I would like all men to understand is that when you do housework, you actually burn calories.
It's I'm doing Noom, Noom, and in the Noom system, housework is like it's like up with running a marathon
Right.
for a time per
So
calorie.
John
burn.
is volunteering to do all kinds of
I'll be
housework.
vacuuming in a moment. Everybody wants a video of that. I can send you a vacuuming video because I'll be vacuuming the rug right over there.
So some of the way you deal with spouses who aren't doing anything is to tell them what it is that's an advantage for them if they do it.
Yeah, a lot of interpretations of that one. So, anything else we have to tell the folks today?
I think that's
I
it.
know I have a couple things.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be doing Advanced Women Moving
Yes.
Forward October 7th and 8th.
Yes, October
And
7th and 8th.
I'm going to be doing another virtual Managing Corporate Change the first week in September. Go to the website if you want to get exact dates, or do call us and check in. We love
And
to
you
hear
have
from
smart people as well.
I have
don't
smart
we?
people coming up in October.
Right.
And the dates are kind of a little bit in flux because of some other things. We're
Right.
going to be doing possibly a virtual speech.
And we have another meeting of Women Moving Forward grads that's going to be happening, and I'll be announcing
Yep.
that in the next newsletter.
And I'll have one of the AMC grads coming up soon too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.